Hi everyone. Comic Artist Pro Secrets. Alright, we got a lot of people here. Noir24 says, finally a live stream. He was having withdrawal. Me too. Turn that off. Death Dealer Zero says, why you do this during Preacher? I'm another preacher. I'm another kind of preacher. That's all. It's good to be here. It's good to do a live stream. It's been a little while. But let's do it. Let's talk. Let's let's meet up. Let us reason, gentlemen. Let us reason together, one another, if possible. Hey guys. John Hallman says, I'm looking for schemes and scams. Maddie Russell says, I made it just in time. Headrock says, I was almost caught up on all the live streams I missed, and now you had a new one? God damn it. I'm so sorry. I apologize to you guys. Lama Gigante says, make Brute, you lazy hippie. Yeah, a lot of people are calling me a hippie lately. I don't blame them. Cyberfrog Blood Honey is out. People are receiving it. We've sent thousands of them out. That doesn't mean that you got yours yet. Yours could still be on the way. Ash cans are still on the way. They're not here yet. We'll be expecting those within a couple of weeks. And we are going to complete this. This entire process is going to take a long time, though. Yeah. It's going to take a little while. Fulfillment is a bitch. I'm talking to Zach about it. Zach's like, hey, man, we got to change our model. We got to change what we're doing. And I'm like, well, how? Like, what do you think? And Zach is just like, I want to kind of do what Brian Pulido is doing. I want to do shorter books. I'd say 24 page books. And then, get them out quicker. That way you can get out more books per year and keep people kind of entertained. And I said, so basically, you are moving backwards to the Marvel and DC method at that point. If you want to do 24-page books, I mean, it's not the books that's the problem. It's fulfillment. Fulfillment is a problem. Raging Golden Eagle, thanks for $2. How's your signing hand? Just fine. Actually signing all those books doesn't bother my hand. It bothers my shoulder for some reason. I don't know why. Look at my beautiful, by the way. Let me move this camera here. Look at my beautiful, incredible, fantastic Cyberfrog comics rack now. It's completely filled with comics rack except for that one side that has Jawbreakers and Graveyard Shift on it. Very, very exciting. So Zach wants to do shorter books, and I think that's I think that's the Brian Pulido model of creating collectibles. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it myself. I think I'm trying to tell a story, and the problem again is fulfillment. If you want to do fulfillment twice, 3 times a year, fulfillment is hard. I mean, it's all I can do right now. I'm all day long. I'm at the warehouse. I'm signing books. I'm shipping books, packing stuff up. And I just think that although the model has got to change a little bit, we want to adapt and evolve. I'm not sure doing shorter books is the best way to do that. Plus, especially since I just gave people 60 pages of story and it wasn't enough. Imagine if they waited for 24 pages and then it was just like a little poof in the air. It's much better. I think the plan is going to be going forward. Just based on what everyone is kind of saying and the feedback that I'm hearing. First of all, and Zach is right about one thing. Zach's right about most things, but Zach is right about one thing as it pertains to me and my plans. He said, get Cyberfrog 2 out immediately. And, a lot of people are telling me this. Even my brother's telling me this. He's like, I can't wait for the next one. My little brother. So I got to do that. I got to get the second Cyberfrog book out. And I'm pretty excited about it. I've got the whole story. I know where this is going. Other little things keep occurring to me as I go along that kind of just make it more fun. I'm kind of in Cyberfrog land right now. I'm in the land of Cyberfrog. With the Z Cooper says, don't leave your audience with blue balls. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to leave you guys with blue balls. We got to keep going. So I think Cyberfrog 2 is going to be 48 pages, which is what Cyberfrog 1 was meant to be. It was meant to be 48 pages. There are people going, you said it was going to be 88 pages. No, I said it was going to be 48 pages, and it landed at 60. I was going to kind of move it ahead and see. Well, I never would have stopped. If somebody didn't stop me, I never would have stopped drawing that comic. It never would have come out. I just had to cut it off at some point. I just would have, no, I want to add more to this. Dumb. So 48 pages is going to be what the books are going to be going forward, so I can get them done quicker. I can make an easier plan and get you another issue of Cyberfrog. Now the other thing is, people are saying, well, we don't want to wait. We don't have to wait. We don't want to have to pay first and then wait. I mean, a year you guys had to wait for Cyberfrog 1. And it was unavoidable because, almost everybody who goes into this goes into it broke. I don't have any money. So, it's like, hey, I got to do a crowdfunder so that I will have the funds to be able to pay the bills. And this was before YouTube was paying the bills. Hey, thanks, Laughing Gas. God King cover dropping soon. Yeah, it's right here. I've been working on it all day. I'm going to wrap it up and get it over to Zach. There's just very little time for drawing. Very little time for drawing. When I'm home, I'm sleeping like weird hours. You guys might notice I'm not even really doing live streams that much anymore. Where was I lost my train of thought. Cumberbatch Pepperpot says, would hardcover be cheaper than metallic cover? Cheaper? I don't know. I'm not sure. The metallic covers were expensive. You'll see when you get them. But the whole point of this enterprise, again, let's not forget. I mean, the initial point of doing Cyberfrog Blood Honey was to do comic books. Hardcovers aren't comic books. I mean, they might have, they might have comics in them, but they're not a comic book. It's like we want to produce a comic book that looks like the stuff that was on the stands in the 90s. That was the whole idea. Studio Bad Guy says, are the Chromium books shipped yet? Yeah, I think there should be like 3,000 of them out there. And nobody's reported that they've gotten any yet. So I guess like Monday. I thought people would start showing them on Friday. That's kind of what I was hoping for. Amy Minty says, lots of car videos. Why? Because it's the only time I have to stream, Amy. I'm so busy. I want to sit down and I want to do more live streams. Obviously, I want to talk to you guys, but this is a process. I mean, actually, fulfillment is a much bigger deal, and it is time consuming. Hold on a second here. That's a little bit better. So car videos are just like the quickest way for me to kind of stay in touch because I'm, unable to really talk and signing comics like the way I do. And I time myself. I do 18 books in a minute. So I time myself. I'm signing 18 books per minute, which means about 3 seconds, a little more than 3 seconds a book. Just, stack it up. Got my whole process down. It's hard to do anything else. It really is. No Time for Caution says, can we get John Malin in here? Maybe later. I don't know how to get him on when I'm doing OBS. I don't know how to do that. So when I'm doing an OBS show, I don't know how to have guests yet. Let's see. Brett Norman says, how soon do you think we'll be able to fund the collection of all the classic Cyberfrog comics? Now, that's a good question. So in any case, all right. So the plan is going to be going forward that, I'm going to get Cyberfrog 2 mostly finished. It's going to be almost finished before I even put it up for crowdfunding. I want to make sure that when you pay for it, you don't have to wait for it that long. You're going to wait for it. You're just not going to wait for it a year. It's going to be mostly finished. And in the meantime, there's going to be the Cyberfrog Complete 90s hardcover that we're going to do. And the Complete 90s hardcover is pretty easy. Doesn't require much work. I'm also going to, like I said, I'm going to do the trading card crowdfunder, the trading card set. Statues are definitely going to happen. A card game. We're doing a Cyberfrog card game. And a bunch of other things. So all that stuff is coming out to sort of, fill in the time between Cyberfrog Blood Honey and Cyberfrog Wrecked Planet. And I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys think it's fun. I think it's fun to produce. Hunter Barnhart says, not much, but here's some support. Well, thank you for your support. I appreciate that. Justin Maybe says, Uncle E, any plans on doing holographic cover, like the one on Images Wildcats 2. Dude, that's metal. I would love to do that. I would love to do something like that. I'm talking to people. I want to do, everybody's doing lenticulars right now. I could do a lenticular cover. I could do anything. With glow in the dark is what everybody's pitching me right now. I don't know if I need to do a glow in the dark cover yet. Not yet. I need to have a good idea for a Cyberfrog glow in the dark cover. I would like to do, if I could find a way to do glow in the dark so that, you see Cyberfrog. Let's just say, for example, the cover has Cyberfrog on it, and then when you turn out the lights, the bees glow, and you didn't even see, like, the Vespis behind him before, but, like, when you turn out the lights, you can see all the alien wasps. That would be cool. Like, I would do that, as long as it makes sense. I don't want it to just be, like, purposeless. Zaid Comics says, "Hale, just sat down to letter some Magic Cop pages and wished I had something to watch while working. Thank you for hopping on. You look real jacked. You're looking real jacked." Maybe not. I've been eating pies. I'll tell you, I ate that whole pumpkin pie that I got like 4 days ago. I ate that whole thing like yesterday. Oh God, I'm just a fat bastard. Chuck and Max says, "How do I get a Chromium book?" Well, you had to order it. You had to pre-order it way back, last year. But honestly, once all fulfillment is finished, there will be leftovers, and then I'm going to offer those leftovers for sale. They're limited quantities, okay? Because I overprinted them, but not by that much. I will tell you this though, your boy Kyle Ritter got a whole case of them. Kyle's like, whoa, he got a whole case of Chromium books sent to his house. He's pretty excited. I'm going to also send him a case of Chromium Salamandroids. I haven't started signing the Chromium Salamandroids yet, but that'll happen this week. And, Margaret Miracle says, "I want to wait 2 years." You don't want to wait 2 years. I'll get it done much better. Welch Javis says, what's next after Cyberfrog? So Cyberfrog. So that's what we're going to do. We've got, the first book came out. This is on my desk here. Cyberfrog Blood Honey just came out. This is the team-up cover, the team-up variant. And this is good, but people are saying it's not enough. We need to get to the next one quicker. It ends on a pretty serious cliffhanger. People want to know what happened to Heather Swain. You're going to find out what's happening to Heather Swain in the. I'm saying a lot. I'm like off my game. I'm not a smooth broadcaster tonight. You're going to find out what happened to Heather Swain on the Cyberfrog, in the Cyberfrog 1998 Ashcan, which is being subtitled The Diary of Heather Swain. It's everything that happened now from her perspective where she is today. And that's a look at it anyway. It's a glimpse of it. It's not everything. We have to go through 20 years of history. But you'll find out what happened to Heather Swain in that Ashcan. Now, the other thing about that Ashcan is that I overprinted it by 50%. So I think it sold something like in 8,000 or 9,000 copies. So I think I sent away a print run for 9,000, and then I just doubled down on that. I asked for another 4,500 copies, so that people will be able to purchase them when they come in. I think at this point, a lot of people are going to be like, "Hey, can I get I missed the Ashcan. I didn't realize I was going to want it." That's why. So we did it that way. This is Blood Honey, the team-up cover. Of course, many of you didn't even buy that. In which case, there is another alternative. Right now, if you check the description of the video, you will see that we've got the Cyberfrog Blood Honey limited edition line art variants. These are already printed. These are in the warehouse and ready to ship. So if you want one of these, you can do that. I think we printed 1,500 of them. I gotta watch this carefully. Here's what I did that's stupid. I was like, okay, so people are gonna want to buy them individually, and maybe they're gonna want to buy them in threes. Like maybe they're gonna want to buy all three of these. So I'm gonna give like an option. I'll say, they're like, I'll take 100 from these, 100 from these, 100 from these, and then I'll just add them all together in this tier down here. I want all three line art comics, and I put 300. There are 300 available of those, and that was stupid math. There would have been 100 packs of 3 available by taking 100 away from each of the 1,500, not 300. and I goofed. I couldn't fix it. But what I found out was that most people do want to buy all three of them. At $75, it's a pretty good deal. So I'm just bumping up this number. I just doubled down on it. Said, okay, there are 500, and basically what I'll do is I'll just watch. When we sell out of the 500, I guess I'll push it forward again until we sell all 1,500 copies. This campaign is going to be moving for 2 months, so you're going to have plenty of time to pick up a copy of Cyberfrog Blood Honey, the limited edition line art variants. And this is it. I mean, we are, with this campaign being where it's at right now, I mean, $49,080. We are pretty close. I think we're at 930,000. We're going to get to $1 million. We're going to get to $1 million with this campaign. I can't believe it. It's absolutely incredible. But it is going to happen, and that's all. That's all thanks to you guys. Appreciate it. Also, at the same time, we're going to be going to press on these soon. The Vampirella #1 red foil variants. Link is in the description for this. These are beautiful. These are going to be absolutely beautiful. Vampirella #1 by Christopher Priest with a new cover by me. Vampirella sitting on a Vespis. Enjoying its stinger, I would say. I think that's a good way to phrase that. Cyberfrog is behind her, warning her of the upcoming Vespis swarm. And you can get these, like the logo at the bottom here is going to be red foil. It's going to be really, really pretty. Or you can get it in silver, or you can get it in gold foil. Those are your choices. You can choose, or you can just get this. You can just get the black and white line art, and it's only $18. So $18 for the black and white line art variant. These are still available. They're going to be available now. We're running out of time. This ends in 10 days. And when the 10 days is up, it's over. We're going to just pull the plug on this one and move on to, I don't know if I'm going to do another one. Dynamite's asking me, like, do you want to do another one? You want to do one for the new Vengeance of Vampirella book? I'm like, I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I like doing collectibles and stuff. I do like this. But I really want to focus on Cyberfrog Wrecked Planet. I mean, that's the thing. I don't want to spend too much time doing anything new. I got to do a cover for Vestige. That's got to come up. I got to finish the Jawbreakers cover. I want to do a cover for Antonio Bryce's Brand. And I want to do a cover for Sweens, or at least half a cover for Sweens in his book, The Oddity. So those are my plans. All right, so very good. Thank you guys for being here. Let's talk about. You know what? All right, let's talk about what we meant to talk about. I'll talk about something else later. Let's talk about the all-new, glorious new Star Wars Rise of Skywalker toys from IO9 Gizmodo. Total garbage tier. Where's my pencil? I need to actually use a pointer to go through these. I need to go through these like with a pointer and point them out. But this is interesting. When the toys get revealed, other things get revealed too. It becomes kind of... some spoilers happen when the toys get released or revealed. So, all right. Next week is perhaps the most important date in a Star Wars fan's calendar this year. Outside of, December 20th, 2019. That's the release of Rise of Skywalker. I always want to call it Rise of the Skywalker. Because of Revenge of the Sith and Return of the Jedi. Rise of Skywalker. Because who wants to just see a new Star Wars movie when you can buy all the toys from it months in advance too? Do not buy any of this shit months in advance. You're going to be paying full retail. You don't want any of this stuff. Most of it you don't want. Okay, most of it is just their imaginary made-up characters. Most of these are not based on the real Star Wars. They are fake Star Wars. This is fake Star Wars. This isn't real Star Wars. Even George Lucas at this point is, Bob Iger actually came out and confessed that George Lucas was crushed. He was devastated by what Disney had done to his beautiful brand. His iconic hard work destroyed at the hands of the mouse. Destroyed. Don't buy any of this. If you wait till the movie comes out, you're going to be able to get anything here for $1. It's all going to be in the dollar store. It's all going to be liquidated at Ollie's. I tell you the same thing about Marvel Comics. Do not buy any Marvel Comics. Just go to Ollie's. You can get the stuff that they did last year. Trade paperbacks for 50 cents at Ollie's. Why would you ever? Why would you ever buy anything new? Be selective. Take your time. Be patient. All right, so do not buy the toys months in advance. This is terrible shill media advice. That's all I'm telling you. We've seen it happen. Rose Tico toys are now 50 cents. That's what you'll be doing for Triple Force Friday on October 4th. And here are all the toys that could be bankrupting you, or Disney, or Lucasfilm. They could be bankrupting Lucasfilm. The extremely awkward name this time around isn't just because it's the third Forced Friday. See, when you call it Forced Friday, I think it's about consent and lack thereof. Do not call it Force Friday. Some of these guys don't know any better. It's an issue of consent. Make sure that you get it. Make sure that you get consent. Similar events happen for the toys for Star Wars The Force Awakens and Star Wars The Last Jedi, as well as ones for Rogue One and Solo that somehow don't officially count as sanctioned Force Fridays. Why is this happening? Force Fridays. A concept we must all attempt to comprehend. But it's now also named as much for the fact that this year the focus is on 3 new Star Wars projects. Rise of Skywalker, of course, but also the upcoming Disney Plus streaming show, The Mandalorian. Now that looks good. The Mandalorian looks great. I'm excited about Mandalorian. Force Ghost Fabio just points out that Bitcoin... Hold on, let's take a minute and look at this real quick. Bitcoin, it's at 8,000. Oh my gosh. Let's refresh this. Oh no. Oh my god, this is catastrophic. I told a friend of ours that who buys Bitcoin. He has heavily invested in Bitcoin, and he really believed that at this time it was going to be at $15,000. I said, if it gets to $9,000, maybe I'll buy in, and then it could, maybe I'll ride that rocket right up to $15,000 there. That's what people are saying, maybe it will. Catastrophic. It's now at half of that, $7,979.39. Look at this drop off here. Look at this. This is the Black Friday. Speaking of, not the Friday Force Friday, it's Black Friday. It's the Black Friday of the cryptocurrency. This is catastrophic. I never thought that I would see this number become a 7, and I'm afraid we're going to see this number become a 6 before too long. It's the end of Bitcoin, and I know a lot of people are upset. People want me to refresh it again. Maybe it popped back up. No, it's still the same. It's still the same. Jude Vanillion says, quote unquote, friend. Yeah, that's right. I won't do the laugh. Yes, I will. All right, let's move on. Very good. We'll keep an eye on Bitcoin all night. If you guys, if you want to bump that number up by all mass supporting, investing in Bitcoin, it'll be interesting to see if you can make a difference. Probably can't. All right, so let's see. The roller coaster of hell, says Joseph Saviano. I'm telling you. Maybe God is angry. Who knows? Mr. Robot is to blame. Hey, Panboy Lando Soy Child Dong Lovers here. He's going to jail, by the way, so wish him well. He's going to jail for memes. All right, but it's also named as much for the fact that this year the focus is on 3 new Star Wars projects. The Rise of Skywalker, of course, but also the upcoming Disney Plus streaming show, The Mandalorian, which is going to be good. I'm actually excited about it. Set to begin on November 12th, and the new Star Wars video game from EA and Respawn, Jedi Fallen Order. Again, it looks good. Due out November 15th. Sometimes they lead you to believe something good is going to happen, and it does all tend to be woke. It tends to disappoint you and crush your soul. All this really means is that while we're getting a bunch of toys based on the new movie, we're also getting a bunch of Star Wars toy goodness in general. You really do need an entire week to plan. Luckily for you, IO9 has the lowdown. Some of these were revealed as part of yesterday's teasery live stream event, but here's everything you'll be able to find on store shelf starting next week and for the next 5 years as it collects dust. Do not buy any of this stuff. Do not buy any of this stuff new. Don't do it. My fellow Bitcoin investors, do not buy Star Wars toys when they are new and at full retail. Don't do it. Am I going to do it? I might do it. Do I want to do it? Do I want to invest in Star Wars toys so that I can make videos making fun of Star Wars toys Is that a wise and sound investment? Will I make enough money back in ad revenue to support my purchase of new crappy Star Wars toys and make people laugh like I used to? Remember when I used to do like Michael Jordan style slam dunks of expensive Millennium Falcons in my garbage can and then kick it down to the delight and amusement of many people? Maybe we should do that again. Maybe we should bring that back. That might be a good idea. Yeah. Hail. Maybe it is wise. Some people are saying, yes, do it. That is wise. All right, let's think about this together. I don't mind doing it. I don't mind making videos making fun of Star Wars toys. You know, when I do it, though, people get mad. People go, well, you're supporting Star Wars. You're giving money to Disney. Yes, but I'm also getting 35,000 people to laugh at their product and not buy it. It's almost worth it. It's almost worth it as an investment. Let me think about it. Comic Book Journey says, you can't make money on Disney Star Wars. Oh, yes, I can. I have. I've made more money on Disney Star Wars than they've made. Well, at least up until Solo. I'm pretty sure. I made more money on Solo than they made on Solo. That is a 100% guaranteed fact, but so did you. If you didn't buy anything Star Wars related that year, you made more money on Solo than they made on Solo. Just remember that. If you're feeling like, I don't know if I'm a sound business person, just remember that you made more money on Solo than Disney did. And cheer up. All right, Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker. What do we have here? We've got, I couldn't be more bored by this. Holy cow. Did Rey put on a ton of weight? Or is it just me? I mean, it is just me. But I mean, also, did Rey put on a ton of weight? She doesn't look like Michael Jackson anymore. I gotta stare at that face for a little while. Before, like, all of her action figures made her look like Michael Jackson at the end of his life, and now she doesn't really look like that anymore. They've fattened her face. They've given her some curves, I guess. She's becoming a woman. And then this horribly annoying droid, this new droid that they've created in lieu of R2-D2. You know what? I don't want a droid. If I lived in the world of Star Wars, I would not want a droid. This would get on my nerves. I got a cat. I wake up in the morning and that cat, I'm coming down the stairs, it on every step, it's in front of my feet. Every single step, it'll lay down on the step underneath me. That cat is trying to kill me. It is underfoot. Why do I want one of these? Why do I want a droid like this? I would have to kick this droid. This droid is not a cat. This droid doesn't have... Well, it might have feelings. I don't know if it has feelings or not. I don't care about its feelings, though. I would kick this droid so goddamn hard. Boom, kick it. Kick this thing right across Tatooine. F this thing. Honestly, I have this gun here. I'm using this gun on this. They say, hey, do you know how to use a gun? Yeah, I do. I shot my droid. The lightsaber would be okay, too. I would also use the lightsaber on this. I don't think this would get the job done, although I would definitely try. What is the pointy end of this? What does this look like? What in the hell? Why is her bow staff suddenly look like an adult toy on the edges? Her bow staff looks like an adult product. Her bow staff looks like a marital aid device. It does. Look at it. Oh my God, this is horrible. There's so much about this toy that I don't trust. By the way, there were pictures of this toy, but she had a robot arm, right? And then people said, "Oh, it's fake. It's fake." Oh, I don't know how fake it is. I'm looking at this toy now and I'm going, how hard would it be to detach this arm? And then replace it with a robot arm. They're not showing me that accessory. That accessory would be located right here. They would be showing me the robot arm attachment. But they're not. All right, let's see what else. Oh, God. Dude, just get a new fucking helmet. Why did you have to glue your helmet together? why did you use red glue to glue your helmet together? Why couldn't you just get a new helmet? I'm sure you have money. I'm sure there's money enough for you to get a new helmet, Kylo Ren. By the way, thank you for putting your helmet back on. I mean, in the Force Awakens, it was kind of imposing. You were wearing a helmet. I didn't know who you were. I thought you were a man. And then you took your helmet off, and I was like, oh, no, it's just some weird, beanstalk boy. It's just some very strange horse-faced beanstalk boy. It's Adam Driver. I like Adam Driver, but I'm not afraid of him. Kind of afraid of Darth Vader. They took his helmet off. I'm afraid of that dude. He's got that big egg head, cracked egg head. Looks like Tor Johnson under there. Yeah, I'm afraid of him. I'm not afraid of Adam Driver. I don't care. This is Disney Plus. This is Disney XD Star Wars. I'm not afraid of this dude. This is for kids. And it's not meant to be for kids. I don't think it is meant to be for kids. I think they lie about that. I don't think they really think this is for kids. Anyway, look at this. Put that on there. That's going to look like shit. But why? Why do this? Why not just get a new helmet? Bastard. All right, so we've got a sexy red Stormtrooper. This is the Victoria's Secrets model of Stormtrooper. And I know where this is going. Very good. Got into mommy's lipstick. We got another Stormtrooper here with this awesome stun gun thing. He's got a little shield. What do you need a shield for? These idiots can't hit anything. You guys, one of the things about Star Wars is that nobody has any aim. You guys do not hit each other. Do not need a shield. They're not going to come close to hitting you. Oh, God. Hi, my name is The Representation. My name's The Representation. It's for people who need to see themselves on the screen. Why is it always like this? Every time. Every time they have a kind of a token black character in anything, she always looks like this. She's always got huge hair like this, bowed out. Sometimes, most of the time though, to be fair, most of the time, and I'm surprised Disney didn't do this. And check my math about this, but I can count at least 5 or 6 characters that are, created by the diversity police. And they're young black women like this with this look on their face, and they have Minnie Mouse poofs. They have poofs of hair. They're one ball here, one ball here. I've never seen that in real life. My entire life, I've never seen a human being with a haircut like that. If I did, I'd say, oh, you have a haircut like Mickey Mouse. You're a Mouseketeer. I've never seen that. Get this look off your face. This is the same look on your face, by the way, that I was talking about the new James Bond, the new 007. What is her name? She had the same look on her face. People got mad at me for pointing that out. Stop it. Stop smirking. It's a very nice gun, though. I like it. I wear my sweatpants like this sometimes at home. My wife's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I have nice calves. I want to show them off. If you got it, flaunt it. That's how I feel. What the fuck? Here comes the bride. I don't even know what to say to this. It's the bridal veil of a stormtrooper. You look lovely, ma'am. All right, so those are the action figures that they want to show us. Let me go backwards here and see if I can get. All right, let me find that link again. All right, here we go. Whoa, here's your first look at Brandon Routh, this Crisis on Infinite Earths Kingdom Come Superman. You're kidding me. That looks cool. I gotta admit, that whole Crisis thing sounds pretty good. getting Tom Welling back to be Superman again to some degree. I like that idea. All right, so you've got these action figures here. 6-inch Black Series action figures. Hasbro's 6-inch scaled line of articulated figures, $20, will be celebrating the rise of Skywalker in style. Kylo Ren, Rey, bundled with a little D-O action figure. I'm going to hate this thing. D-O. Why is it D-O? Damn it. The Sith Trooper, similar to the one released earlier at Comic-Con this year, and a First Order Stormtrooper with riot gear will lead the charge. Joined later this year by figures of Naomi Aki's mysterious new character, Janna, and a First Order Snowtrooper, the latter of which is exclusive to Target. So, we're going to want to go to Target to get one of those. Oh my God, here we go. I can't get enough Pop figurines. I can't get enough Pop figurines. And I specifically can't get enough. This is a nightmare. Oh my God. Oh. Advertisement. Oh. Oh. What is this? Oh, is that Leia? Is it supposed to be Leia? Yeah, whatever. Oh my God. Is that it? No. Where's Tico, you idiots? I'm sorry. Oh, my goodness. That's what we call internet gay, right there. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. Surprise, Funko. Funko, masters of putting out toys for basically everything under the sun, are putting out Rise of Skywalker toys. They're frankly stunning amounts of pops. $10 each on the way for the film. And then you got these. Everything's cute. Everything's made to be cute now. You're not meant to take any of this seriously. This is like... This is cute. What do you do with this? Look at these two guys making eyes at each other here. Any Storm Pilot fans? If you prefer something less bobble-headed, Funko's Blind Box Mystery Minis, $7 each, will also be launching a Rise of Skywalker wave. Good Lord. No thank you. Alright, what is this? Oh, we got more stuff. Can I blow this up somehow? Yeah, I can. Alright, let me see. Oh, I like that design. Yeah, I like that guy. I gotta get something like this. I could wear something like this and people would never know I'm bald. This, combined with my propaganda campaign, people are like, hey, Ethan's bald. No, I'm gonna have all of my fans set forth a propaganda campaign that I'm not bald. I've never been bald. I'm gonna cover my hair all the time like this. And then I'm gonna get hair plugs. And then when I reveal them, people will say, he always looked like this. I gotta have like a gaslighting campaign. I hope you guys will consider gaslighting people on my behalf. Join the cause. Oh my God, it's the Rocketeer. All right, this is a bounty hunter who was played by what's her name? Felicity. Who cares? I don't know. I just don't dig it. Can I just... Oh! I'm not digging it. This I'm digging, though. Here's a Luke Skywalker, but this is a real Star Wars figure. They actually have real Star Wars in this. That's great. I might buy this one. By the way, you shouldn't... I mean, the plastic they use for these guns always makes the tip look flaccid. Like it's a semi. They can't get it to be like, stiff. It's just a semi. I don't know why that happens, but, you should be aware. Be aware. Let's go back. Back here. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so the 3.75 vintage collection action figures. It's not Star Wars without a 3.75 inch range and the fan 3 3/4 range, I should say. And the fan favorite vintage collections, $13 each, is giving collectors the same highly articulated action figures at the smaller scale. The Rise of Skywalker wave will include new figures of Rey, Kylo Ren, Poe Dameron, the Sith Jet Trooper, and one of the Knights of Ren. That must have been one of the Knights of Ren with a towel on his head. Yeah. I see you, Queen Bee. I'll read your super chats in a minute. Thank you. Wow. Yeah, that must have been one of the Knights of Ren. Let's see. We get Poe Dameron. We get all of these characters that we don't care about. Oh, Zori Bliss. That's what's her name. I gotta get used to these new names. Zori Bliss. Hi, I'm Zori Bliss. Fuck Gamergate. I just got a new job at Marvel Comics. I have multiple facial piercings. Fuck with me and I'll destroy you. Zori Bliss. Also, I wrote myself into Star Wars. I'm a bounty hunter. I'm hunting that bounty. It's it's like these names, they all, I swear to God, they're awful. Zori Bliss. Rose Tico. Rose Tico, I'm used to it now, but it's an awful name. What Rose Tico? From the wider Star Wars galaxy, they'll be joined by a new version of Luke Skywalker in his X-Wing pilot gear. So what is this here? Can I blow this up? Yeah, I gotta admit. I might buy that. I don't know. That's a really nice model. Figures are not included. Shit. I like this. This looks vintage. This looks like what I would see at Kitty City. At Lionel Kitty City, turn Ethan's frown upside down. But he doesn't get any toys because his family's poor. He can walk around and look at everything and his mom won't buy him nothing. Lionel Kitty City, Ethan leaves with nothing. He doesn't get any Star Wars toys except for 3, and then he cuts out the pictures on the back and plays with them. Very sad New Jersey life. Very sad. All right. That was deep. Sorry, that was a deep dive into my subconscious. Vintage collection vehicles. Good. We got the Legos. Let's see what Legos are coming out here. I don't want this. Is there any evidence at all that, like, Rod of the Hutt is going to be in this, or am I just dreaming? I don't want this. My name's Snap Wexley. They actually have a soy boy. Look at him. They got a soy boy pilot. His name's Snap Wexley. Yes, I follow Will Wheaton on Twitter. You got to be kidding me. You know who these two people are? This is Ron Toy and this is Monica Rial. You got to be kidding me. I'm sorry, I'm blowing the microphone. You got to be kidding me. This is Ron Toy and Monica Rial. They gave him action figures and put him in Star Wars. That's Ron Toy. Flying in my spaceship. Yes, yes. Flying in my spaceship. Hitting my wife with a remote control. That is ridiculous. It actually looks like both of them. This looks like both of them. My name is Snap Wexley. Voiced by Ron Toy. Lieutenant Connix here. This is horrible, dude. I hate Disney so much. Is it Ron Toye? Is that how I pronounce it? Ron Toye? See, I'm not Weeb Wars. I sat through his insufferable testimony, though. God, what a scumbag. 2 of them. Both of them. Now they got Lego figurines. Great Loner says, Weeb Wars connection to Fandom Menace confirmed. 100%. Yeah. Yeah, I know. E-Production says, change the channel, bitch. Whack. That's what he did. Ron Toye hit his wife with a remote control in the head. What a lunatic. All right, let's keep looking here. Here they are again. This is Ron Toye and Monica Rial. I'm 100% sure of that. I think it was deliberate. Look at his little face. He's got a little Ron Toye face. How many people in the chat are gonna purchase the Ron Toye Lego? Let's see a 1 if you're gonna purchase the Ron Toye Lego. I don't think I'm gonna see too many. I don't think I'm gonna see too many. His name is Wexley. Oh my God. Joseph says, is she okay? I think so. You know, I think they got divorced. I think they're okay. All right. Yeah, we got a nice Y-wing. We got a Y-wing, and look at this. There's red on it. Very interesting. They put red on the Y-wing. Normally it's yellow, but in fact, like most of the Disney Star Wars stuff, and we kind of called them out on this, they replaced the red with blue. I mean, everything was blue, as if to say the Resistance, the Democrat Party, it's blue. We don't want to do red. The good guys shouldn't be red. Those are Republicans. Seems like they changed it around, and it looks like they're putting it back. I gotta admit, I do appreciate it. So here you get Poe Dameron, Zori Blast, First Order Snowtrooper, an Astromech droid, and the goddamn D-O. I would just dropkick this thing. Why would you keep this? This droid, D-O, it looks like something your kid would make, you know, in first grade, like a craft, and bring it home to you. And I don't know what you're supposed to do with it as a parent. You're supposed to look at it and go, oh, that's nice, thank you. That's what this robot looks like. And then you're like, what do I do with this? Do I keep it? I don't think I keep it because, well, I mean, I should keep it because my kid made it for me. But on the other hand, my kid didn't make this like out of the creativity, like spontaneous creativity. My kid made this because every other kid in the classroom was given the supplies. They were all given like, you know, look, here's 2 paper plates and some straws and, you know, a styrofoam cup. And we're going to turn it into D-O, the droid. We're going to make a droid that you can take home for your mom. And you look at it and you go, I don't know if I want to keep this. Because every other kid made this. My kid didn't care about this when he made it, you know. He's handing it to me and rolling his eyes. As a parent, do I keep this or do I not keep this? Yeah. Dixie cup and a wheel of cheese. I think you just keep it for 1 second and then you throw it away. You know. When your kid's not looking. I think that's what you do as a parent. I think that's the parental move. A lot of things that look like they go up people's butts. Here we have D-O the droid. We've got everyone that's not real Star Wars. None of this is real Star Wars. This is real Star Wars, but it's been monkeyed with. Okay. And we've got more Lego stuff. God damn. This is Kylo Ren's shuttle, if you want to buy that. I don't want to buy this. Here are all the little figures that come with it. The Knights of Ren. If you want to have a couple of Knights of Ren and Stormtroopers. New Millennium Falcon Lego miniature. And as you can see, you've got Lando in the cockpit. You've got Finn. You've got C-3PO. You've got this Bulio. There's an alien named Bulio. R2-D2, who is also being bothered by D-O. They're really trying to push D-O, or D-0. Is it D-0, D-O? They're really pushing this droid. They want people to love him. I promise you, this droid will not be loved. Yeah. Oh, the Chewbacca looks good. I will not be purchasing this either. Get a closer look at the figurines here. Oh, Billy D. Good for you. I'm so glad you're back and working. I gotta say. All right, anything else? Oh, yeah, more stuff. All right, so we got some Star Wars stuff, though. Here's the Death Star cannon. All right. I don't know what this is. More figures of girls that nobody's going to buy. People do not buy girl toys. Girls do not buy action figures in large quantities. Boys do, and when they do not buy female toys. I don't know why. It's just one of the things that I learned from Playmates Toys, and it's obviously true. The shelves of Target and Walmart prove that point every single day. And the female toys are the ones that stay on the stands. Ugh. Good Lord. Here's the cutesy line of action figures. As you can see there, it looks like they're marketing these action figures for girls. They will fail. These are going to fail. We're going to do a kind of more like anime line of our Star Wars characters. They're going to be marketed towards girls because they're going to be cutesy. They're going to be a lot bigger eyes. They're going to look a lot less friendly. I mean, a lot more friendly. A lot less threatening. We'll see how it does. Yeah. Here's Chewbacca. He looks pretty cute. It's just... Oh, you guys have ruined Star Wars. And what is this? We got a Darth Vader. Something's wrong with that. That doesn't look like Darth Vader to me. Alright, well, we'll see how those cutesy toys do. Commemorative edition 2-packs. I gotta look at these. Okay. That's just, who's buying these? Who are these for? Who are these for? These are just your old figures. This is the old line of toys that you put out 3 years ago, except you've made them gold. Who are they for? They're not even real gold. If you made them real gold, maybe somebody might buy them. Who is buying these? Who is buying these golden toys? Fake golden toys. Alright, so we've got artifacts kits. Artifacts kits are really good. These are excellent. Alright, let me see. Role play items. No to this. No to this. By the way, I'm barely okay with BB-8. Stop it. Stop making this stuff. Stop trying to do this. Who designed this droid? Was it Pablo Hidalgo? God damn it. Alright, SH Figure Arts. These are going to be $60. How many of these do we have? 1 out of 9. Alright, let's look at these. $60 for more Rey. No, people are not going to buy this. It looks good, though. It's a good likeness. It's a little deformed. It's funny. A little caricatured. Ah, these look good. Alright, those toys look good. $60 to $65 each. I'll wait until they're $3 at Five Below. I won't have to wait long. And then we've got the Mandalorian toys. Let's have a look at that. This looks great. Yeah, this looks good. Yeah. Oh, Jawa. Look at this Jawa. Oh, he's cute. I haven't even thought about the Jawas for a long time. Where are the Jawas at? They're going to be Jawas in the Mandalorian. That is big news to me. I'll buy both of these. I will. Sorry. Probably will. Oh my god. Gina Carano's mysterious ex-rebel turned merc. Hey, do you want to just be a Star Wars? You want to be in Star Wars? It's just all these all these female characters, all these women now in Star Wars. It's Star women. They're overdoing it just a little bit. Here we have a chicken walker. It's a chicken walker. That's what we used to call it back in the day. Look at this. This is from The Mandalorian. Dude, that's sweet. I like his paint job. He's got a little... Oh, look at this. That's what you would do. If you drove an AT-ST, that's what you would do. You would do all this kinds of stuff to it. You would paint it like you would your war helmet. I like it. That's a great idea. Yeah. I'm digging it. I'm not digging that. Star Wars The Fallen Order. We've got a couple of toys here. I don't want any of this. Yeah, well, I do. Okay, here's what I want. I do want the ATST. I might actually buy this and put it behind me because that's very nice. And I kind of want the Mandalorian toys. I kind of want this Jawa. I want a 6-inch Jawa. You know. Yeah. This is going to be in the TV show. We're going to have ATSTs. I don't even know what to say. I'm charmed by that somehow. It's beautiful. All right, very good. So, I don't know how you guys feel about it. I feel like Star Wars Episode 9 is going to be terrible. Mandalorian's going to be really good. The toys look like garbage. They have not learned. It's like just an influx of toys, action figures of women, and people do not buy them. Kids do not buy them. I don't know why. They keep doing it. They have no shame. They will not learn. All right, let me look at some super chats here and get caught up on those. Wow, a lot of super chats today. Thank you guys. That's kind of you. Appreciate you. Looks like I'm gonna have to find them this way. Everything's a challenge, when you're 45 years old and trying to work the internet. It's a constant challenge. Wow. Okay, a lot of super chats. Let's get to them here. Let's see. Matt Wenger says Shim. Septinov 7 of 9 says you're producing more than I can buy. Well done. You think I am? I mean, William Aguilar says, can you bring Anna the Star Wars girl on your show so she can say her issues and grievances directly? You are both on the same side of the culture war and friends. Yeah, Anna doesn't have any grievances with me or Cyberfrog. She just thought it was too short. The problem is that I think that she did a review that wasn't like glowing. It was just like, hey, I have some criticism. And some people use that as a way to exploit her and make her the center of a problem where it's like, how do you describe this? Here's Anna giving a good positive review, and then you have people who don't like me who are just like, ha ha ha, look, Anna gave a bad review, and then basically people are gonna attack Anna. It's exploitative. It's a shame. But Anna and I have talked about it, and I don't, we don't have a problem at all. I mean, I think she's excited for Wreck Planet, and I'm excited for her to review that one too. Gene the Machine says Disney will pay the price for their lack of vision. Christopher Martin says you couldn't have known how big this was going to be. We appreciate your dedication, but signing every copy, maybe if it was just a perk, maybe. We'll see how we do the next time. It's just the thing about it is that I don't travel. I don't go out anymore. I don't do conventions. I'm gonna move over so I talk into the right side of the microphone. I don't do conventions. I don't do personal appearances. So I thought it was fair and a good idea to just sign everybody's comic. A lot of people travel to meet me to get me to sign their stuff, and your copies are signed already. I think it's a good idea. Mike Dalton wants a blacklight poster. I actually had somebody who talked to me about that, who was able to make those for me. Thinking about it. Let me see if I can lower this stupid thing here. Hold on. Everything on my desk is precariously balanced right now. All right, we do that. We do this. Does that make it better or worse? I don't know. I'm not sure. But it's not a Comic Artist Pro Secret stream unless I'm monkeying with the microphone. EEF says, you doing a Cyberfrog case with a bunch of extras? Oh, like the Rainbow Brute? That's a good idea. I mean, I want to get to that pretty soon, so I'll think about that. I'll think about making a Cyberfrog case. Orange Man World Savior says, for 1/4 of a pie, enjoy. Thank you for $1.99. Zaid Comics says, for $2, make sure you all check out The Gods Fear Me on Indiegogo. Sean Tillman, thanks for $5, says, did you see the tweet I sent you about JDA's Indiegogo for Fatty Sparks? Claiming he's the founder of Comicsgate? Dude is brazen and outrageously crazy. Yeah, a bunch of people sent that to me. I mean, a bunch of people sent it to me. That's who he is. Like, he knows what he's doing. He's trolling. He's trying to get... Here's the thing. If I talk about it, then it's going to send people over to his thing, and nobody's going. I got to say, last I looked, he doesn't even have 10 backers yet, so... JDA, it's not working. I mean, I wish you well. I wish you luck, but These guys who, and there are a few of them, there are a couple of guys who are just like, Comicsgate only works because of outrage and stuff. So I'm going to try to exploit the outrage. I'm going to make fun of it. I'm going to parody it and see if it works for me. And it's like, it doesn't. You're going to get a, there are a couple of people who are going to support you if you hate on us. If you hate on Comicsgate, there are going to be a handful of people who support you. And I mean a handful. And that's it after that. I mean, people, you're not going to get anywhere by assuming that, you know, the customers of this community are stupid. You're just not. It's not going to work. And I, you know, again, people do not learn lessons from each other or from past experience, and they just continue to go. No Time for Caution says, ever since I read Cyberfrog, I can only get it up if I play ambient swamp noise. I'm sorry. Dioscoro, thanks for $1 donation. Sweens, thanks for $10. Says, hey Ethan, Oddity is in its last day of funding for the campaign, shooting for the 15K stretch goal for the trading cards. Everyone go back Oddity. Oddity's a great looking book. You know, fantastic. Dama Shep says, new Officer Rose Tico, buy them all on clearance. I will be buying the Rose Tico toy if there is one. Most certainly. But I haven't seen it. You know, I haven't seen Rose Tico at all. I don't know if there's going to be one or not. But if there is one, I'll buy Rose Tico. I still have one of every Rose Tico. You know, so I haven't. You know, people are like, you threw away all your Rose Tico toys. Well, I had like 50 of them. I had 50 Rose Ticos. And I had people coming in to move my office. And I was too embarrassed. Like, sir, why do you have 50 of this same action figure? It's a meme. You can't explain memes in real life. Memes don't work in real life. It's a computer thing. It's the internet. Why do you have 50, sir? Why have you decorated your entire office, your basement, with Rose Tico toys? It's a meme. Now, please just keep packing up. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to tell people about my memes, you know. But I'm still a Tico maniac. I know you guys are too. And I appreciate that. And so does Kelly Marie Tran. Father Mazga says, careful, Uncle Ethan. Disney might send some Bitcoin assassins after you. I didn't even think of that. Would Disney do that to me? Oh, no. Am I blurry all of a sudden? It's weird. All right, that's better. Yeah, Disney, don't send any assassins after me. Let's check in on Bitcoin real quick here, see how they're doing. Can we get back up to 8 again? No. We're still at 70 now. We're in the 7s. This is what happens. I mean, it's going to bounce. It'll go back up to 8, but it's going to crumble. It'll go all the way down to 75. I mean, people think that it's going to hit 75. Oh, I'm so glad I didn't invest in this. I'm so glad. I was really thinking about it. I was like, maybe Mike's right, and I can make a quick few $1,000s. Like, I'll buy in at 10,000 or 9,000 and change, and then it's going to get up to 13,000 again, and then I'll just pull out. You know, I'll make that $3,000. Maybe I'll do that. I would have lost money if I'd done that. And nobody listens to me, and then I don't. And then at some point, I stop listening to myself. I'm always right. I'm always right about everything. You don't listen to me, and you're going to suffer. 100% right. Stop doubting yourself, Ethan, for God's sake. All right, let's go. Let's snort again. All right, let's get back to Super Chats here. Thank you, guys. Snarkticom DM says, if Tico comes with the Peony Shocker, I'm in. I don't know if you saw it, but I've got the Peony Shocker right behind me on the shelf. Can you see it? I don't know if you guys can even see it. Let me see. Yeah, you can. See it? It's right there. I'm touching it with my finger. I have the Rose Tico Penis Shocker. It's a cock shocker. It's for shocking the testicles of people who want to leave the rebellion. You know, we gotta just, all of us have to use Rose Tico ween shockers, ween buzzers. Somebody sent me that. It's good. You know. Yeah. By the way, I made some changes. I hung up the Hal Jordan Rebirth poster there. Hal Jordan Returns, Green Lantern Rebirth. I think it looks good there. I'm trying to fill up my backdrop with more things. I'm trying to find a clever way to do it. You know. I don't know. What do I do? How do I put more stuff back there? Like Anna, that Star Wars girl, has tons of stuff behind her. I don't. I don't have that much stuff. Not enough stuff. Can I hang a TIE fighter, maybe? No, it's too weird. All right, Jay Gatt says, you are racist against droids, just like the bar at Mos Eisley. Well, I'll tell you something. Luke Skywalker, he just rolled over for it. He was not cursed with any kind of social conscience. They don't let my friends in here because of who they are. Okay, sorry guys, wait outside. We don't want no trouble. And that was in the 70s. That was in the late 70s. Luke Skywalker didn't want any trouble. So droids stay outside. By the way, Obi-Wan Kenobi, no different. He was no different. But to be fair, if I were tending bar, if I was the owner of the Mos Eisley Cantina establishment, what do I want? What do I want to fill the place with droids for? They don't drink liquor. Why do I want droids taking up seats? The guy had a point. It wasn't just racism. It's like, my bar is only this big. Why do I want to put your stupid automatons in here? They're not buying anything. If you're not buying a drink, get out of here. And he said, we don't serve their kind. You don't. Of course you don't. They don't drink anything. It's not prejudice. It's just a matter of business. It's just good business. I support the racism of the Mos Eisley Cantina owner. I support him on that. We need to segregate humans from droids. The sooner the better. Luke was right. And that guy was right too. And C-3PO. Fuck C-3PO. I'll say it. I'll just say it. John David says, when you have a face like that, who needs a lightsaber? Raging Golden Eagle says, Kylo killed his dad. No more allowance for helmets. Snarkticon DM says, episode 6, Knights of Ren. Episode 6, Knights of Ren. Episode 4, Knights of Renfamous. Snarkticon DM says episode... no, you did it backwards. That's what I thought. Episode 7, sorry. Chuck and Max says the new droid is LG2BTQ. That would be great. All right, Queen Bee just sent a ton of super chats. Thank you for that. $20. Queen Bee says Megan was under the direct tutelage of her poppy, a legendary steel guitarist. At age 10, in the middle of a crowded lunchroom, she performed the Heimlich on her friend who was bluish-purplish and saved her life. Here's another one, $10. Megan was a gifted steel guitarist, had a great horse stance, full of light, grace, humor, funny yo mama jokes. Brainstem glioma took all that away. Queen Bee says she saved a life, but even the world's top neurosurgeons and oncologists were not able to save hers. Queen Bee says 9/27 and 9/28, the dates of her diagnosis, was our family's death knell. These dates have now changed to her rebirth and mine as well. Queen Bee says, EVS, you drew her feeding chickens. She helped her poppy feed racing pigeons from the age of 2. Same backyard. That's crazy. I didn't know that. The words you wrote has great meaning for my family. Where are you going? My husband cried. Oh, Queen Bee. She says, in my heart of heart and soul of soul, I believe all of this has been God orchestrated so an angel can give her mom a power hug, hope, and a purpose. Queen Bee says, to those who think or believe differently, from me, there's no judgment here, only love. The love of a mother for her child gone too soon, and love for all our stories, comics, music, and laughter. Let's see. She says, make no mistake, Cyberfrog Bloodhoney is born out of this love. And should you read Cyberfrog while listening to Megan's Poppy's song Sleepwalk, know we are connected in so many magical ways. And then she says, thank you, Ethan Van Sciver, Comicsgate, and Fandom Menace for giving me my priceless gift of joy in Cyberfrog Bloodhoney. Oh, and Yo Mama. Well, you are the mama. Thank you, Queen Bee. Queen Bee's referring to her daughter appears in Cyberfrog Bloodhoney, right here. I don't know if you can see. And her name is Megan, and she's in the book. She's one of the survivors. So, I don't know. She's very happy with it, and I'm happy that I could do that for her. Dr. D says, EA game looked good, then SJWs ruined it. Maddie Russell says, what are your thoughts on Mark Hamill's comments on Twitter? Oh, Mark Hamill's going ham on Trump again. those are what I saw. I have no comments about him. I just think people who obsess over Trump aren't very much different from the people who obsess about me. It's I'm like, I feel connected to the president in a lot of ways. One, a lot of people think we're stupid, and we're probably smarter than they are. And also, this whole thing, like, Trump. Trump has to deal with people inventing ideas about him and then trying to prove them, persecuting him with trying to prove them. I deal with the same thing all the time. I mean, people have ideas about me being a Nazi. People have ideas about me being a white supremacist or whatever. People have ideas, and these are wrong. I mean, people have ideas about me being sexist, and that one's right. But the rest of them are all wrong. They go out of their way to try to prove this, and it's just done out of hatred, and it's backwards thinking, and it's silly. I always find my own fortunes seem to rise and fall the same way with the presidents. It's pretty funny. Andrea pointed out the same thing. She's like, it always seems like whatever Trump's going through, you're going through too. And I'm like, I don't understand, but it is true. All right, so so I just assume right now that everyone hates Trump. I just do. And I assume that everyone hates me, and I'm excited when they don't. I'm excited to meet people who don't hate Trump. I'm even more excited to meet people who don't hate me. I think that's wonderful. That's how we go through life. We're pleasantly surprised. Random McRanderson says, reality is stranger than fiction. Mark Zate Esquire represents Ron and Monica Toye and the Trump whistleblower. What a timeline. See what I'm saying? It is strange. Everything's connected. Tim Jacuzzi says Kathleen Kennedy has a drawer full of Star Wars aliens in her bedside table. The Tarek says, hey, Ethan, I received my copy of Cyberfrog yesterday. Love it. Can't wait for the next one and Rainbow the Brute. Thank you. Well, thank you, the Tareks. Manic Boy Productions for $2 says, got my Cyberfrog. Great that you signed it. Thanks, dude. Eric Lavoie says, please make Rainbow the Brute soon. I will. I think, here's the thing about Rainbow the Brute, though. It does require some merchandise stuff. It's just, I want to do a lot of merchandise stuff. I don't want that to be a holdup. I'd rather be working on getting the merchandise together while I'm doing Cyberfrog Wrecked Planet, and that way, I can launch it and have everything ready to go. Tweeter Trash says, back Ichibaka. He only has 4 days left. Oh, yeah, Ichibaka's campaign, Disney Star Wars is Dumb, on Indiegogo. You absolutely want to back that. It is great. 4 days. I got to get him back on here and give him another little bit of a push. Defixio says, have all the team-ups shipped out yet? I haven't gotten mine yet. Insert soy statement about it. No, I don't think we're nowhere near. We're nowhere near having everything shipped out yet. If you haven't gotten yours yet, I wouldn't worry about it. Andrew Huerta says, Disney will send you that gay twerker. Stay safe. Oh my God, no. Let's see. Rhino says, check out the interview of Brian Edward Hill by Comic Perch. BEH believes... he believes #Comicsgate. Timestamp 32 minutes and 44 minutes, 10 seconds, blah, blah, blah. Three great clips. Yeah, send those my way. Wow, the Angry Spark for $20 says, check out our narrated art book, Eternal. Eternal. Now funding on Indiegogo. There's a book called Eternal on Indiegogo. It's a narrated art book. 180 pages of incredible sci-fi imagery from concept artist Greg Semkow. Also, this might be the most disappointing Force Friday yet. Brutal. Mike Murphy says, droids and Bitcoin never once. Glad you're feeling better, EVS. Enjoy a slice of pie on me. Thanks, Mike. James, thanks for $5. Says, I saw an interview clip with Disney Star Wars designers say the original trilogy's starships were poorly designed. And Rick Nikita's intern for $2 says, fun exchange on Kiwi Farms. Not muted on this channel. Is that you? Like, you're the guy who said that you were muted? Yeah. I don't know. I thought, I look at who's muted right now, and I went through, and I think there are probably a couple of people that I don't know that, people like Nasser or somebody else may have muted when they had wrenches. But most of the people who I have muted, I'm like, yeah, mute these guys. I hope that's not you. Downshift says, thoughts on a Rainbow the Brute Ashcan with Cyberfrog 2 to build hype? It's just a matter of drawing pages. I don't, if I had enough material to do a Rainbow the Brute Ashcan, I would just put it out as a full book. I can see maybe an ad in the back, like maybe a 4-page preview of Rainbow the Brute in Cyberfrog Wrecked Planet. But at the same time, we're faced with a lot of things, a lot of like situations that have to be taken into consideration. For example, I need to make sure that Cyberfrog Wrecked Planet looks, looks as good as. We're going to definitely have another Chromium cover or something on it. I mean, it's going to have a special cover. I have learned from this experience that, me sitting there going, I'm going to do more and more pages in this book. That's not a good thing. It's a bad thing for many reasons. You can't fit 80 pages of like thick stock paper on a Chromium cover in a Chromium cover book. You just can't do it because Chromium can only be folded once, okay, and stapled. You can't do like a spine with a Chromium book. Just doesn't work. And therefore, just imagine shoving a lot of paper into a folder. And you know how like if you shove too much paper in a folder, it's going to all stick out in random places. That's kind of what happens here, or it doesn't fold right. So they had to use a thinner stock paper in order to, like a magazine stock, in order to get it to lay flat. This is something that I learned. I wasn't aware of it. I didn't know it was a problem. And so therefore, when it comes to doing Cyberfrog Wrecked Planet, I want to make sure that I keep the book at 48 pages of story, and then I think 56 pages overall. So there's 8 pages of bonuses and whatever else, whatever other nonsense. I guess those other 8 pages could be used for a 4-page Rainbow the Brute preview, but you don't want to grow it beyond that. I don't want to run into this problem again. I want to make sure that we can use a high quality, thick stock of paper so that there's no fluting problems. And, I want to make sure that the book comes out quicker. And that's the key thing, is just to make it come out quicker. And that's, ask Andrea right now. She'll tell you I'm feeling comics. I mean, I'm really, really happy. I'm having a great time drawing. And, Cyberfrog 2 is going to be fantastic. Professor Geek says, for $2, Comicsgate equals the future of comics, period. Oh, thank you. Professor Geek has a really good deep dive analysis of my book. And I can't wait to talk about my book because I don't talk about it too much now, like going over it and talking about what it means. Because people still haven't read it yet. But Professor Geek's analysis is pretty much right on the money. I mean, I think about this stuff all the time. I think about, the symbolism beyond this, what it's meant to say, what I'm suggesting. And I think his review is pretty close to being dead on. He missed a bunch of stuff. And then I read Matt McGloin's review of it on Cosmic Book News, and I was like, oh my god, Matt, I don't think you read the book. Matt's like, a lot of this stuff just comes out of nowhere. The Bill Clinton stuff is just jammed in there, and I it's like I don't agree with that. I think first of all, this book is there are a lot of outlets that plug into the future. Once the next issue's out, that's going to become more clear. Almost every line in this book is important, and it's going to lead to something else. It's suggesting something. It's suggesting something about, Professor Geek's whole commentary was about mothers and kids, and, there's a lot of that. There's a lot about motherhood, and a lot of stuff that eventually people are going to notice it and they're going to mention it. I'm waiting for people to catch on to some of the stuff that's in this book. Let's just put it that way. Mr. Hellstorm says, yeah, I haven't gotten mine yet. You will. You'll get it. I'm pretty sure this week, probably. A bunch of this stuff is going out. I haven't signed any Salamandroids yet, but they're going out. I guess tomorrow we're going to see Chromiums. I hope. I want to see people get their Chromium books. It's going to be great. All right, so with that having been said, let me see here. Hold on. Let me go back and I'm going to read your comments in the chat. I feel like this is too short. I feel like I shouldn't just run off. I'm busy and I want to get drawing done, but let me see what you guys are saying. Force Ghost Fabio says, fulfill me, EVS. Okay. Matthew Lemon says, pumpkin pie is pretty addicting though. I love pumpkin pie in the autumn. I love it. I just ate my first pumpkin pie and it was great. Let's see. Dennis Peruk, thanks for $10. Been a froggy week, got Cyberfrog ×3, committed frogicide mowing lawn. Oh no, I swept my lawn 8 minutes looking for frogs, never saw this frog, buried him with a piece of Cyberfrog, may he return with cyber legs. Thank you, Dennis Peruch. I appreciate that. Let's see. Margaret Miracle is advertising the Cyberfrog line art variants. That's right. By the way, guys, pick up the Cyberfrog line art variants if you don't have a copy yet. The link is in the description. Make sure that you don't miss them. I think you're really going to like them. They're already printed. They're ready to go to you. And they will, I think you'll enjoy having them. I mean, especially if you haven't purchased it yet. This is a good way to do it. Let's see. Is Heather a mom? Well, you have to read the book to find out. Let's see. Mother is the name of God to the child, the crow. Kenny Jones says, Ethan, if you want to destroy Episode 9 Star Wars toys for our entertainment, I'll super chat you some money for them. Money well spent, in my opinion. Yeah, that's what people used to do on this channel. Like, I would go to Toys R Us, and then people would, like, say, buy this, and review it. And that's what I did. It was kind of fun. There's no Toys R Us anymore, though, because Star Wars destroyed Toys R Us. And it did, It's like Star Wars ended Toys R Us. Let's see here. Is Heather a MILF? I mean, that's a question, that's a question that's up to you to answer. You would have to, because of the initials, what that actually means. It's like, me, yeah, I guess, you, I guess, maybe. You can check her out. But yeah, motherhood is a big theme to this book, obviously. Comics, oh, hey, Zach's in here somewhere. I see people talking to him, but I haven't seen Zach personally. Let me see. Why are there no jokes in this comic book? There are jokes in this comic book. They're funny to me anyway. Let's see. The ballroom photographer says, when can we talk about spoilers? I don't know. Not yet. I want to talk about it. I would love to do a deep dive review of it and talk about where I'm coming from and all that stuff, but I guess not yet. We have to wait until everyone, or at least almost everyone, gets the book and has read it and all that stuff, and we can discuss it together, but the time is not now. And then I also want to wait until people get the ash can, because the ash can is... I think the ash can's good, too. I think people are going to like the ash can, invite Zach on. No, if I invite Zach on, this is going to go 6 hours, and I need to get back to work. I can't do live streaming all night anymore. I got to do. I gotta get stuff done. This is important. I mean, part of moving forward and kind of getting back into comics is to do fewer live streams. I'm afraid that not fewer, but they can't be as long. When I first started this channel, I would do 45-minute live streams, and that seemed plenty for me. I would sing a few songs. And all that. Manic Boy Production says, what are your thoughts on Cyberfrog collaborations? Let's see. I'm behind on the stream, Headrock. Let me see. I don't think I am. I'm reading it straight from the YouTube file. Okay. What are my thoughts on Cyberfrog collaborations? I would like to do them, but they couldn't be... I mean, here's the thing. Like, I would do Cyberfrog collaborations with other people. If other people wanted to draw Cyberfrog, and there are a few really good artists with Comicsgate that I would have them do, I would only have them do the stuff that took place before the Swarm invasion for a little while, because I want all future, like the news, the current stuff to be done by me. But if people wanted to do fun Cyberfrog stories, I would support them in that. I might write them something. We'll see. I'm talking to a couple people. I mean, EJ Morges is great. Andrew Huerta is great. If those guys wanted to do Cyberfrog one-shots, sure, why not? Snarkticon DM says, will you have ads for pies in future books? Somebody said this to me on Kiwi Farms. Somebody showed me pictures of green Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fruit pies and was like, why wouldn't you do this? And I'm like, of course I would do that. I would love to do fruit pies. Are you kidding me? I would love to do, like, Cyberfrog pies. I mean, I guess I could. I guess I could do fruit pies. I mean, we can do anything we want. There are people out there who, who would be willing to sort of teach me how to market pie. Like, sugary, life-shortening, chemically laced fruit pie snacks. I could do that. And then Nolu says, ew. Yeah. Why not? It'd be fun. What if Adam Hughes wanted to do a Cyberfrog story? Says K-Sis. We had another really, really big name. Volunteer. Really big name. Volunteer to do Comicsgate projects. Gave us the price, what it would cost. It was expensive. And I have to say, I don't care. Like, I'm not. We're not Marvel or DC. At least I'm not interested in that. Somebody like Zach might be interested in that because Zach, was just a writer and he needs artists. So, a big name artist coming forward and saying, hey, for this much money, I'll draw one of your books. That might interest him. It interests me not at all. I don't want anyone drawing my stuff except for me. People are saying, what about Rainbow the Brute? Why not hand that off? Again, I'm not Marvel or DC. There's no production schedule. And, there's no reason that, like, Rainbow the Brute needs to come out right now. It can wait. And I don't really trust anyone else to do it. I don't. There's a certain tonality to it that has to happen, a certain like kind of whimsical sense of humor that has to go along with it, and it's all in my head. I can't really just say find another artist and trust them to get it right. If they get it wrong, I'm going to be very disappointed. So it's got to wait for me. There are other projects that I feel less inclined to protect, and more willing to sort of give away, so to speak, to another artist. I mean, we've got Fearsome, we've got Fearsome's great, by the way. Fearsome's actually really good, and I'd be tempted to draw that myself too, but no time. Fearsome, Mean Streak, Lynx, these books, I would absolutely hire other people to draw them, but Comicsgate artists, Cyberfrog is too personal. I really feel strange about letting anyone else come in and draw the stories going forward. I wouldn't like it. I'd be unhappy about it. Chris Vukolich says, any idea when you were getting and sending out the Ashcan? Couple weeks. And when do you plan on selling Rainbow Brute? I love your work. Next year sometime. Here's the plan going forward right now. I think, we're going to be doing, between now and Christmas, we're going to be doing a lot of merchandise opportunities. Trading card sets. We're going to be doing the Cyberfrog Complete 90s hardcover. We're going to be offering a model kit, a statue. And then also, we've got a card game. We've got like Magic the Gathering style Cyberfrog card game that I've approved of. So we're going to be doing all that. We'll have lots of things to sell, lots of things to offer. The ash cans will be for sale separately so that people who missed them the first time will have a chance to get them a second time. All this stuff is going to take up the space between now and when Cyberfrog Wrecked Planet is completed, or almost completed, being drawn. I don't like to do crowdfunders during the holidays, like big ones. I don't like it because people are broke. People are spending money on Christmas presents and stuff. They don't really have $25 to throw away, on a project that isn't going to be in their hands for a little while. So I would just wait until February or so to launch Wrecked Planet. February just makes sense. I think by February, most of the book will be drawn if I start it soon. And that just seems like a good time. I think people will be a little bit more flush after the holidays and ready to back it. Just seems like a better idea to me. And he says, oh, thank you for that. I appreciate it. Let's see. DJ Falk says, my best friend got married today. I'm Cecil levels of drunk right now. Oh, my goodness. I wish I was. Peter Charon says, got my team up comic and did a quick video. Thanks, CVS. Thank you, Peter. Appreciate you. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll watch your video. I try to watch all the review videos. People do a lot of like unboxing videos, and I'm like, yeah, but what did you think of it? It's like it's not a review, it's just unboxing it. Andrew Huerta says, would Mean Streak and Lynx be in the Cyberfrog universe? Maybe, but not necessarily. I don't know. I'm not really sure. That's a good question. Like, what if we had Lynx and Lynx lived in the universe where the Vespis took over? It's a thought. I mean, who knows? That might be kind of cool. Let's see. ST, Comic Arts Pro Secrets is learning how much money you can make when you cut out the publisher. Yo, for real. For real. And when you do it all yourself. I mean, this is the thing. Hiring a lot of other people isn't really, in my immediate game plan. I'm still enjoying myself. I want to publish my own work. I don't know if I want to publish other people's work right now. It's going to be towards the end of next year when we start to do that. Kanan White is going to finish up Brand. I'd like to get him started on Fearsome. And then sometime at the end of next year, launch Fearsome, you know. Pamboy's here. Hello. Sketch is here. Sketch Therapy. Hail Sketch Therapy. Let me see. Anything else? FP Sunny says, people have lots of money during Christmas. 13th month pay. I don't know if they have money to... I don't know. Let me think about it. I know they don't have any money in January. That's the main thing. And people are broke in January. I've watched people launch crowdfunders in January that just bomb, you know. Let's see. Jude Vanillion says, go ahead and end the stream, EVS, and get started on Wreck Planet then. Okay. Let me just make sure. I want to make sure I'm paying attention to you guys in the chat. Lynx strikes me as a Spidey style street level hero, says Simple Green. Yeah, I can. You know what? Here's the thing about Lynx. You can easily see her being like the child of a survivor. Make her 18 years old, you know? So she knows nothing except for the world of the Vespis. And yeah, this is her method of surviving, is just becoming this costumed, you know, with claws. You know, I don't know. It could be cool. It could definitely be cool. All right, so love you guys. I'm going to get back to work. RT Bear says, I feel the same way about my IPs, EVS. Yeah, I know. It's hard to give them up. You know, I really do like to... I like the idea of all of Cyberfrog being by me, except for just kind of extra, like, bonus books, you know, things like that. If anybody wants to borrow Cyberfrog, I mean, that's a conversation we could have, you know, if they want to do a crossover book. Draco51683 says, when you put the extra chromiums for sale, can you start it during the day? I work at night and can't be on my phone, and I would hate to lose out on it. Okay. Yeah, I'll try. I'll try to remember that. John Whalen says, do you have a pie fucking video out on the web? Well, John Whalen, if I did, believe it, everybody would know about it. If there's anything bad about me in the world, people already know about it, and they already talk about it and call me Hitler. Kenny Jones says, EVS, what are you going to be working on after the live stream? I'm finishing up the Jawbreakers cover. I got to draw all these big monsters, you know. Comic Book Hut says, Little Caesar, I want to explore your black hole. You meant back hole, I hope, not black hole. Oh, black hole. Comic Book Hut, this is a fake Comic Book Hut. Where is the real Comic Book Hut? What happened? Disappeared. I didn't know what I had until he was gone. You know. All right, I love you all. Let's see, how long was this? 1 hour and 30 minutes. That's not so bad. 90 minutes. That's pretty good. I'm proud of myself for that. All right, I got to get back to work. Love you all, and I'll see you again tomorrow. I'm going to try to do a recorded video, get back on that, and then maybe a quick live stream at night. Appreciate all your support. Thank you for all the super chats, and, you know, back to work. See ya.